Hey everybody, this is JJ, and right now what I want to do is just kind of give you my first impressions of these Ribz packs. Seen a couple of different guys have videos on these. Grubcat has a video on it. I'll stick a link to that video up over here, and you guys can take a look at that. And Ribzware sent this out to me and wanted me to kind of give them what my thoughts were on it and kind of do an evaluation of it and everything like that. So this is it. Been wearing it all day. Been out here in the woods just filming other videos and doing stuff, and you guys see other videos with this on. And as a lot of you guys know, I've got lower back problems and lower back issues and all that kind of stuff. And so I was a little bit skeptical. I was a little bit skeptical about how this was going to work for me, because I thought, if having that weight on the front might be kind of pulling me forward, and it's maybe going to start hurting my back or whatever. Well, I can tell you that all day long I've had this thing on and it hasn't. And I've got a bunch of stuff packed in here. I mean, I'll pull it out and kind of show you, because it's kind of like a clown car. You just keep pulling stuff out. This is the extra large size, and fits me really, really well. My initial impressions are of it that it is a very, very good medium duty product. All right. Now, when I say medium duty, I don't mean that it's not, that it's not going to withstand abuse and all that kind of stuff. What I'm saying is that the material is pretty light. So when I think of heavy duty stuff, I'm thinking of like Maxpedition with like 1,000 denier Cordura nylon and stuff like that. Okay. This stuff, it isn't that. It's ripstop nylon, and I would say, if I had to guess, that it's probably like 400 or 600 denier ripstop nylon. And the zippers on the pockets are kind of medium duty as well. However, I don't think that it would be nearly as comfortable if it were the 1,000 denier Cordura nylon. I think this actually works really well for this. But anyhow, that's just kind of my impressions on how it's built and all that kind of stuff. The buckles and everything like that seem good. The straps here, or the zipper here, is good. I kind of would like to see the zippers on the pockets be a little bit thicker, but they still seem to work fine. I don't really have any issues with them. It's just kind of a preference thing for me. Even maneuvering through brush and stuff like that is actually pretty easy with this, as long as you have it adjusted up high enough so it doesn't get in the way of your legs. As you go through, you can keeps you on balance actually pretty well. It kind of counteracts the weight of your pack, and just doesn't put all the pressure on your backside, and your muscles supporting you holding the backpack, and it equally distributes it out, which is pretty cool. Military used kind of a similar concept with the survival vest, but problem was, well, I shouldn't say the problem was, the survival vest works, but it just doesn't fit as good as the Ribz pack does. That's one of the things I like about this so far, is that it really stays snug to your body and doesn't flop around and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of nice. Makes it seem like kind of one more, just an integrated piece of your equipment, as you're moving through the woods and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to just go through these pockets real super fast. Right here, I've just got my little EDC, my Taurus TCP, and fits nicely right there, and real quick, easy access, to it. Don't really have anything else in here except for little fire starter kit. And this came from that Just the Basics bug out video. I was going to try some of these today. Didn't get around to it though. If you guys want to see that bug out bag video, then you can click that link up there. Alright, so that is first thing there. And then I've also got some cordage, also from that bug out bag video. And then I've got some toilet paper. Got a little map. And then I have these really cool kits. This is a first aid kit, and this is from $20 Bandit. He's got a YouTube channel, and I'm going to be doing a review of these here pretty soon as well, so you guys keep an eye out for that. These are really awesome little kits. He calls them the Mark 7, and it's basically built to fit a small kit into a cargo pocket, but we'll see more on that later. So that's pretty much, got another fire starter in there, and then some duct tape on a pencil. So that's pretty much it, all I got in that pocket, which is actually quite a bit. You could definitely fit a full survival kit and first aid kit right here down in this pack. Where I see this being particularly useful, especially in the camo color, is for hunters. This would work really, really well for hunters because you could be sitting in your stand, you can have close access to your game calls, your scent, your cover up, all that kind of stuff, whatever you want to use, and you don't have to reach back into your pack on the tree, and it saves a lot of movement. And the cool part about it is that you could still use your gun, you could still use a bow. You've got plenty of freedom of movement, you know, to be able to use this thing. It stays kind of out of the way and close to your body. It really doesn't hinder you at all. I've been working and moving around all day, and it just doesn't bother me. It's actually really comfortable, and you'll probably see this in a lot of future videos because it's actually pretty cool. All right, so in this pocket here, just got some snare wire. Doing a snare video on how to set up a squirrel pole or squirrel run. You guys can check that link up there if you want to see that. Got a little Gerber diesel compass, Silver Ranger, and a little whistle. That's it for that one. And these pockets are sized really just about right. You wouldn't want them much bigger on this front side because then they'd stick out too much, but these little ones are nice because you can just put several little items that you might want to get to kind of quickly, you know, right there. Okay, now another cool thing I liked about the Ribz pack is this is the bag that it came in right here. And I've got a bunch of stuff in this. I just kind of used it just to keep stuff from floating around in the pocket and all that kind of stuff. And I've got some fire starters, some contractor grade plastic bags, and I don't know, a bunch of other stuff in there. So that's kind of cool that you can use that right there in your pocket. Got another flashlight stuck down in there. It's about to get dark on me here. Here's that smoke hood. I was actually working on this video out here today on testing the effectiveness of this smoke hood. I think it came out pretty good, and you guys should definitely check out that video as well. Stick that up there. And then I've got another one of these Mark 7s. This has got a little survival kit in it. Basically, it took and condensed down the survival kit that I had in my survival kit challenge video and put it in here, and that actually works out great. And I've got another little primitive fire kit. And that's about it. So, as you can see, you really can put a ton of stuff down in these, and it just rides comfortably, really, really comfortably. So, oops. With that, let me go ahead and give you guys a close-up of this thing so you can kind of see how it's built and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I've just got the Ribz pack hanging off the back of my chair here so you can get a little closer look at it. These are the shoulder straps. Now, shoulder straps are pretty thin. That's actually a good thing. actually stays out of the way for other pack straps. But it's definitely comfortable enough, and kind of cuts down the bite from the nylon webbing. As you can see, the nylon webbing is definitely good and heavy duty. Again, you've got that ripstop type nylon here. Got some good heavy duty zipper in front, and you've got those pockets. Pretty cool piece of gear. Alright, now here are a few thoughts as of walking in with the backpack, wearing it with a backpack as well. So I was curious at first if wearing the Ribz pack with the backpack would be a problem. Just having the other straps underneath there and all that kind of stuff. But really, it ain't bad at all. You don't even really notice it. And I think that's kind of why they designed the straps to be so thin, so that they could sit right underneath, you know, a backpack straps or anything like that and really not bother you at all. Seems to work out good. Okay, so as far as the adjustments go, you've got adjustments right here in the front where you can raise it up and lower it. And then you've also got adjustments in the back and along the side down here on the waist to kind of pull it tighter to you. And it's got kind of an elastic fitting right there, an elastic piece that kind of allows that to stretch. So that's actually pretty cool. Again, this is just an overall first impressions look. I've only spent a day with it, but I definitely will be spending more time with it because I find it incredibly convenient. I think it's definitely a good idea, and I just love the accessibility having it right there. I know that I saw that recently that they do offer also a tactical version. I'm not sure if the tactical versions are actually more heavy duty, but I noticed that they have PALs and MOLLE webbing on the front of them, so you could put mag pouches and stuff like that on there. Seems like that might actually be a pretty good option. I don't think you could probably wear it with a chest rig, maybe if you had a really high chest rig, but probably not a plate carrier. But if you weren't doing that and you were just at the range and wanted to have access to stuff or whatever, additional magazines or whatever, you could probably use it in a tactical sense too. I think hikers and campers and people who just like to come out and tinker around the woods like I do, I think this is perfect, you know, especially hunters like I said earlier. It's just a really good design and it fits really nicely. It does even offer just a little bit of warmth, kind of keeping your core covered up here. It got up to about 60 degrees today though, and I was wearing it and it didn't, you know, I noticed just a little bit of sweatiness in here, but not too bad at all. You know, really not too bad. If I was going to suggest one thing for improvement, I think the only thing that I would suggest is that I would like to see this piece of webbing right here on the inside of the zipper. I'd like to see it come all the way down, that nylon webbing, and then see it box stitched and triple stitched all the way in right here, and then same thing on the back where it attaches on the back. And I think that would just give it a little bit more of a heavy duty feel. I wouldn't worry about having too much weight in here, ripping it out or anything like that. Now again, I haven't ripped it out. It's just kind of a feeling, you know, that I get that maybe it could make it a little bit better. Overall, guys, I give this thing a 8.5 out of 10 stars. I think it's a really cool piece of gear at a very reasonable price. I'll throw the website down in here where you guys can check out Ribz wear, and you know, as well as in the description below. But I think they got a really cool product here. They offer several different colors as well as the regular and tactical versions. So it's definitely a pretty cool option. So anyway, guys, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. If you've got any questions about the Ribz pack, stick them in the comments below and I'll do the best I can to answer them. Don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.